Our freedom fighters fought hard and long for a free nation. But because of Article 370 and 35A, there were issues. But today I can say, standing here at the Red Fort, with pride, that we are one nation and one constitution.
Let's go to Anchal Vohra, who is in New Delhi for us. So Modi said pretty much what you would expect, but how did he really explain revoking Indian-administered Kashmir's autonomy and not really consulting the people in the region before he did this?
Well, Rochelle, the Indian Prime Minister has not said anything new in his address as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. What he's done is he's said that he could do what no other politician, no other government, no other Prime Minister could do before him, and yet again brandishing his image as a strong man, as a strong Indian Prime Minister, and pandering to his voter base. Now, having said that, if you look at it in another way, some analysts that I've also spoken to say that that's a jibe at the Congress party. However, another Prime Minister, previous Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, was from the same party as Prime Minister Modi, Bharatiya Janata Party, the Hindu right, and his policy towards Kashmir, the analysts say, was very different from Prime Minister Modi's. His policy was to win hearts and minds. In this case, Prime Minister Modi has not consulted the local politicians, or at least that's what the local politicians, the politicians of Kashmir Valley, have said. They've been placed under house arrest. If the politicians have not been consulted, then the people of the state have had no say. We've seen Shah Faisal was also placed under house arrest yesterday. Shah Faisal, before he became a Kashmiri politician, was an IAS officer, an officer with the Indian Administrative Services, and spoke of reconciliation between the Union and the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So in many ways, he was the ideal Kashmiri from the Indian perspective. He has been placed under house arrest, and before the things that he said, it was clear that Kashmiris, at least him, they're very disappointed with Prime Minister Modi and the decision of his government.
So Modi has said that part of the justification for this move, for revoking the autonomy, is that it would bring about development. Is there any indication that that's actually true?
Well, nobody has an answer to that just yet. Indian officials, of course, say that now the floodgates to development have been opened, the investors will rush in, and the state will finally have the infrastructure for development. The youth of Jammu and Kashmir will have jobs that they, of course, want. I've spoken to many Kashmiris over the years, and of course they want jobs, and of course they want development. But one economist, a leading economist in India, has said that even in the presence of, while the article in question here, 370 was active, which has now been scrapped, the state actually did very well when it came to many indicators such as life expectancy and other indicators. Other analysts have said that because of the presence of this article, investors could not go in, and the local politicians, the Kashmiri politicians, were reluctant when it came to long-term land lease. Now, yes, investors would be able to go in, but the manner in which the Indian government has carried this out is being questioned by several analysts. What we do know is that in October, a global investors summit is being organized in Srinagar. But how is this summit actually going to happen? Will it happen at a time that the valley is still under a lockdown and Kashmiris cannot get out? Will it happen at a time that there is no connectivity? Internet is still very patchy? Or will the Kashmiris actually be able to step out? Will they embrace the investors? Will they welcome them? Or will they protest on the street? I think it's going to be a great test of Prime Minister Modi's Kashmir vision.
All right, Anchal Vohra live for us in New Delhi. Thank you.